If you are watching this right now, this is not an accident. You didn't click this video by chance. Jesus is calling you right here, right now. I know you're tired, not just physically tired, but tired in your soul. You smile in front of people, but inside, something feels broken. You've prayed, you've waited, you've cried when no one was watching, and you keep asking God, why am I still hurting? Listen to me carefully. Jesus sees what no one else sees, and He is closer than you think. Some of you grew up learning how to survive, not how to feel safe. You were told to be strong, but no one asked how heavy your heart was. You were hurt by people who were supposed to protect you, rejected by the ones who promised they would stay. And now you blame yourself for the pain you didn't even create. But hear this truth. Jesus never called you weak for feeling pain. He called you blessed for enduring it. Jesus knows what betrayal feels like. He was loved by crowds, yet abandoned in His darkest hour. His closest friends fell asleep when He needed them most. He was mocked, rejected, misunderstood. So when you whisper, "God, no one understands me," Jesus answers, "I do." He doesn't rush your healing. He walks with you through it. You asked God to remove the pain, but instead, He strengthened you, not to punish you, not to ignore you, but to prepare you. What if the pain didn't come to destroy you, but to reveal who God created you to be? What if the delay was divine protection? What if the door that closed saved you from a future that would have broken you? Jesus doesn't waste pain. He transforms it. Right now, as you're listening, Jesus is touching places you've hidden for years. The trauma you never talked about, the fear you learned to live with, the sadness you normalized. Healing doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes healing feels like breathing again, sleeping peacefully, trusting slowly, smiling without forcing it. That's Jesus at work. Faith is not believing everything will be easy. Faith is trusting God when nothing makes sense, when the prayers feel unanswered, when the silence feels loud. Jesus never promised a painless life, but He promised His presence, and His presence changes everything. One day, your story will heal someone else. The tears you cried alone will become the testimony that saves another soul. The pain that almost broke you will become proof that God carried you through. You didn't lose years, you gained wisdom. You didn't fall behind, God was building depth in you. Jesus, touch every hurting heart watching this. Heal memories we never learned how to name. Restore hope we thought was gone forever. Replace fear with peace. Replace pain with purpose. Replace confusion with clarity. We trust you, even here, even thou, because you are not finished with us. Some pain doesn't scream, it whispers. You function, you work, you show up, but inside you feel disconnected from yourself. You don't even know what you're hurting from anymore. That's the most dangerous pain, the pain you learned to live with. Jesus sees that. He sees the nights you stared at the ceiling, wondering why you feel empty even when life looks fine. You are not broken beyond repair. You are wounded, and wounds can heal. Jesus never chased the powerful. He walked toward the wounded, the woman at the well, the man possessed and isolated, the leper no one touched. He didn't say, fix yourself, then come to me. He said, come to me as you are. If Jesus were walking today, he would sit beside the depressed, the anxious, the exhausted, the overthinkers, the ones barely holding on, and he would not rush you. Some of you didn't lose faith, you lost trust, because you prayed honestly and still got hurt. You begged God to stop something, and he didn't. That silence confused you, but silence is not absence. Jesus was silent before the cross, not because he was weak, but because he was surrendering. God doesn't always rescue us from pain, but he always walks with us through it. Healing is not instant for everyone. Some wounds close slowly because they were deep, and that's okay. Jesus never rushed the blind to see or the broken to stand. He touched, he waited, he restored. Progress doesn't mean you don't feel pain anymore. It means pain doesn't control you anymore. Faith for the exhausted is not loud worship. Sometimes faith is simply saying, Jesus, I'm still here. If all you have left is a whisper, that whisper is enough. Jesus hears tired prayers, messy prayers, angry prayers. He is not afraid of your honesty. You survived things that should have destroyed you, not by accident. God preserved you because your life still carries purpose. You're not late. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. He's writing something deeper than what you can see right now. Jesus, meet them in the silence. Heal memories. Restore identity. Break cycles of fear and shame. Let peace settle where anxiety ruled. Let hope rise where despair lived. We trust you, even here, even now, because you are not finished with us. You tried motivation, you tried distractions, you tried staying busy, but emptiness doesn't leave just because you're productive, because this is not a motivation problem. This is a soul wound. You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You're exhausted from carrying pain silently. Jesus is not disappointed in you. He's inviting you to rest. Some of you are adults with a wounded child inside. You learned early that love was conditional, that mistakes meant rejection, that silence was safer than honesty. So you grew strong, but not safe. Jesus doesn't just heal adults. He heals the inner child you never protected. He says, let the little ones come to me. That includes you. You prayed for healing, but the pain stayed. You prayed for clarity, but confusion grew, and slowly hope became disappointment. But unanswered prayers are not unanswered love. Sometimes God delays because answering too early would have harmed you. Jesus hears prayers you stopped believing in. Shame keeps you silent. It tells you it's your fault. You should be over this by now. Others have it worse. But Jesus never used shame to heal. He removed it. The cross wasn't just for sin, it was for shame. You are not what hurt you. You are not what you survived. You can be surrounded and still feel alone, because loneliness isn't about people, it's about connection. Jesus was surrounded at the cross, yet utterly alone. So when you feel unseen, he understands, and he sits with you in it. God rebuilds gently. If he rushed the process, you would collapse under the weight of the calling. You're not delayed, you're being reinforced. Strong foundations are built underground. It's your mind trying to prevent pain from happening again.
Jesus doesn't shame your anxious thoughts. He says, "Do not fear, for I am with you, not once, but always." Faith was never meant to be lonely. Jesus sent disciples in pairs. You weren't created to carry life by yourself. God will send help in the right time, in the right form. One day, you'll look back and thank yourself for staying, not because it got easy, but because you didn't give up. Your endurance is shaping your destiny. Jesus, sit with every hurting heart watching this. Heal memories we buried. Restore peace we lost. Teach us how to trust again. We don't need answers. We need you, and you are here. Amen.
My child, be still for a moment. I know how heavy your heart feels, even when you don't have words for it. You have learned how to smile, how to function, how to keep moving, but I see what happens when you are alone. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are human, and I am here. You think you're still here because you had no other choice, but you are still here because I carried you through moments you never talk about. There were nights you almost gave up. You didn't quit because I held you when you had no strength left. You didn't imagine my presence. You survived because of it. Some wounds were never acknowledged. You were told to get over it, to be strong, to move on. But pain ignored does not disappear. It hides, it hardens, it exhausts. I never asked you to pretend you were okay. I asked you to come to me as you are. You replay moments, wondering what you could have done differently. You carry guilt that was never yours. Listen to me carefully now. You were a child. You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time. I do not see failure. I see survival, and survival is strength. You prayed, and nothing changed, so you wondered if I had stopped listening. But silence does not mean absence. I was there when you cried quietly. I was there when you felt numb. I was there when hope felt dangerous. I stayed even when you doubted me. You became dependable because others depended on you. You became strong because no one rescued you. But strength without rest turns into exhaustion. I do not admire you for how much pain you endure. I love you for who you are. You are allowed to rest. You think you should be further ahead. You think you wasted time. You think I expected more. But hear me, I am not disappointed in you. I am patient with you. Growth is not a race. Healing is not a deadline. You are not late. You are learning. I am touching the memories you buried, the fears you normalized, the pain you minimized. Healing doesn't always feel powerful. Sometimes it feels quiet. Sometimes it feels slow. But slow healing is still healing, and nothing you bring to me is too broken. You feel invisible. You wonder if anyone would notice if you stopped trying. I notice. I know your name. I know your heart. I know your story. You are not overlooked. You are being prepared. What I am building in you cannot be rushed. One day, your story will comfort someone else. Your scars will speak hope, not because the pain was good, but because you survived it. What almost broke you is shaping your compassion, your wisdom, your depth. I never waste pain. You are closer than you think, not to perfection, but to peace. Do not give up in the middle of becoming. Do not judge your future by a painful chapter. Stay with me. Let me carry you when walking feels impossible. My child, you are safe with me.
You don't have to have answers. You don't have to be strong today. Just stay. I am not leaving you. I never did. Rest now. I am here. You're not weak. You're not lost. You're not behind. You're tired of pretending you're okay. This message is not loud. It doesn't scream motivation. It speaks to the ones who are still standing, even though they feel empty inside. You kept going when quitting made more sense. That alone says something about you. The strongest people rarely talk about what hurts them. They joke, they help others, they stay busy, not because they're fine, but because they don't want to burden anyone. In America, you're taught to be independent, to handle it yourself, to keep moving, but nobody teaches you what to do when your mind doesn't rest. You don't need fixing, you need relief. You've been carrying expectations, disappointments, and pressure that was never meant for one person. Burnout doesn't come from laziness, it comes from caring too much for too long. Your exhaustion is not a failure, it's a signal. At some point, quotes stopped helping, music stopped hitting, advice stopped landing, because motivation doesn't heal wounds, understanding does. You're not unmotivated, you're emotionally drained, and pretending otherwise is what made it worse. Some of you matured early because life didn't give you a choice. You became responsible before you became ready. You learned to survive instead of being cared for. That made you strong, but it also made you tired. And nobody talks about the cost of being strong too soon. Rest is not quitting. Pausing is not giving up. America celebrates hustle, but ignores healing. You don't need to disappear. You need to breathe. Your worth is not measured by how much you produce. You are allowed to exist without proving anything. Failure scares you because you've already failed silently once. You don't fear trying. You fear repeating pain. That fear doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward while your hands are shaking. You wake up. You do what needs to be done. You go to sleep and repeat. That's survival mode. But here's the truth. Survival was a season, not your destiny. You weren't created just to get through days. You were meant to feel alive again. What happened to you explains you. It does not define you. You are not late. You are not damaged. You are not stuck. You're becoming someone with depth, clarity, and strength, and depth takes time. Change doesn't arrive dramatically. It starts quietly, with one honest thought. I don't want to live like this anymore. That thought is powerful. It's the moment your future begins to shift. The version of you on the other side of this struggle breathes easier, sets boundaries, stops over-explaining, chooses peace over approval. That version exists because you didn't quit today. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep choosing yourself. This season will not last forever, but the strength you're building will. Stay, rest, breathe. You are doing better than you think. Type I trust you if you stayed till the end.